Okay. You know what it is. Red Dot Headshot, No Warning Podcast. Yo, I told y'all, exclusive, big talks this year, big chats, big interviews. You know, we have good relationships with enough people. So why not express and explore the talents of the city and the friends that we have in the city? And to be totally honest, we had Deuce the very first podcast. We had Tuss and Tam on the next Zoom. We've had some with me and Jones, but it's long, Rasclad overdue for me to represent and put a shout out to my man, D-Town representative, art boss, Keon Courtney. What up, Keon?
What up?
What's going on? Red Dot Headshot, No Morning Podcast. Welcome to the Zoom pod. What up, Craig
I never
Jones?
get an intro like that. Jeez.
What up, Craig Jones? Come on, man.
Man.
Anyone who listens on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or follows our YouTube channel knows I always give Jones a hype intro. Stop talking crazy.
No, this is fun. I'm excited.
My partner looks like Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? Of course, I give him a big shout out. That flowing locks. Look, actually like Val Venus.
Looking beautiful.
You know, you guys' beards are making mine look super whack, you know.
I got the lineup today.
That's a good looking beard.
Yours
That's
is
a good
fire, dog. Jones is too. Mine just
I did
like
the trim up. I got a little patch Adams. I did the trim.
Well, I had to go from, you know how it is, Agye. Like my barber, he was gone, Florida.
It's the worst feeling.
So I had to go to a new spot up the road here. And I was like, but not haircut. I'm like, no, you're not cutting my hair.
No, you're not cutting my hair. Yo, if you don't know, well, yeah. I'm sure it's the same for white people too, but brothers have the same barber forever until somebody somehow flukily might get a chance and break their old barber's back because they're like, damn, this guy's way cleaner than my guy, you know? But me personally, I've been going to my boy, shout out Steve, Ebby, and Ivory since I'm like a teenager. So we don't break up with our barbers easy. You can't cheat on your partner.
How'd it go?
And you can't cheat on your barber.
Well, he went a little too. I told him leave the sides. He messed up my sides. He didn't mess it up, but just.
You call that
he didn't do it how you are used to doing it.
We got different. How was the service though? Was the service nice?
Was it? It was good. It was good. It was Mr. Barber up the road. So it was like, you know, I just
Give him a shot.
Yeah, I gave him a shot for the beard, but I wasn't letting him touch my hair. So
what do you give him out of 10?
It was like a solid 7. Yeah,
he was bouncing on the 6.
Did you book ahead? Did you get to pick him, or did you book ahead? Did you get to pick?
No. I just went.
You just random?
Because I didn't know.
No, you got to look at the guy. You got to look at the guy.
You can trust him. Look at him in his eyes, and you know.
You got to look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Do it.
I'm the captain now. You better cut my shit dead right. You know what I mean? Yo, let's get into it, dog. How's it going, Keon? What's popping? What's new with you?
Not much, man. Just working away, trying to, you know.
The studio's looking nice back there, dog. I see you got the Snoop. I said the studio is looking nice in the background there.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, just a little. I haven't really set it up, but like everything's workable. So like behind Snoop, I got like my little heat press to do shirts. Like rocking the Kobe today.
Okay, so we're starting with that. So I know.
Are you a Lakers fan too?
Oh yeah,
big time. We're Kobe Bredgens.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted, Jones. I don't have many. I don't have many.
No.
Don't get it twisted. I don't have many. It's me and like Keon and maybe like one more. Kevin's kind of flaky. You know where you at, Kevin.
Yeah.
Sure. With your half and half ass.
Yeah, Kevin's a LeBron fan, not a Laker fan.
Oh, he's gonna get hurt. He's gonna say he's a Kobe fan and he stayed a Laker fan. But the truth is, you know, I won't get into that. Yeah. He's not here. We have to let him speak for himself. We love you, Kevin. Shout out.
Yes.
But I've been starting with that, Keon.
Yep.
I know you're a digital artist, but when did you start the t-shirts?
To be honest, I haven't even really started them because I got everything and tried to set it up, and then I just didn't really do it. You know what I mean? Like, didn't really put it out to sell. Like, I kind of posted to see if people would be interested. I posted my samples, and then yeah, people are like, oh, dope, I would get one, whatever, right? And then it's like, okay, cool. So I bought a press and then started doing other projects, and then so it's a little bit on the back burner, but it's
all
coming.
good.
How long
Just
does it
call
take
it
to
in-
press? How long do you have to press for? You
It's
just
only like-
set it and forget it?
No, it honestly, like
Yeah.
the way I have it set up, I bought.
It's called the heat press, Jones. It'll burn.
I didn't know it was that
Forget
quick. I don't know how it is. Like,
Yeah. So it's like
it
literally
was like
like
a pizza oven, you know?
30-45 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
actually shorter than I
That's
thought
fast.
too.
Yeah. So you're
That's
just like,
it.
yeah, for pressure, you set your temperature, press it down, and then you wait, and then
and you have to put it in like a freezer or something to like.
No. It
Fuck
just
yeah.
peels off. So I have these. I ordered
I'm
these.
learning today.
So there's this site that I can send. I basically send my artwork to them. They send back the heat transfer. So then I can just like, it basically comes in these like square sheets. So then I just have like a sheet of the picture, put it on sweater, hoodie, t-shirt, press it on, peel the thing off, boom, it's done. Like, so once it's heated up, it's like literally takes a couple minutes.
Yo, I'm
Yeah,
buying 5
that's sick.
Kirkland white tees all the time. So let me fire a couple over there. Let's do it because I love those Costco white tees. Just press it on there. I'll take
What are you
it.
putting on your press, Jones?
Pardon?
What picture are you putting on?
Ooh, I wanted to ask you this. This is kind of random, but like when you finished the Ronaldo piece, did you like rip your shirt off and yell, "So!" Like, did you do it? Like, because that one was so dirty. I would have taken the
thanks, man.
Ronaldo.
I'm not really like, I'm not like you guys. I'm not a soccer guy. So like,
Oh,
I just, yeah, that one was a commission.
He's an
So,
artist. Yeah, there you go. He's an artist and he's a hustler.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he can make you. He don't watch no soccer, but he'll make
but
you a
yeah,
sick
I'd go
Ronaldo.
with Ronnie for my press. That's what I'm going to be lining up with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Word up. Yo, and Keon, like, what is popping with you in terms of like new styles or new challenges that you have with the art game?
I don't know. I think the challenge is always like promoting and selling and, you know, actually moving work. But
That's
regardless
what
of,
art is.
yeah,
Don't
I'm
you
still
think?
always produce. Yeah, for sure. Right. It's like any art form, right? Music, art, whatever. It don't matter, right? Like,
The pandemic affect you, the art side of your business, or not really?
yeah, for sure. Because it's
Yeah.
like no shows. Right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
no shows, right? And it's like
No doubt.
a lot of the time, like I'll do an art show, and like I'd say 95% of the time I sell nothing at an art show.
Okay.
Right. But after the fact, I get hit up because you're bringing in people that like they don't follow me on Instagram. They don't know who I am. So they don't generally see my work, but then they see the work, and whatever I choose for the show may not be something that they're super into, but then they follow me on Instagram. I continue to post, I continue to produce stuff, and they're like, oh, okay, that's dope. And like just the other day, some girl I met in the summer at this live painting event was the one who bought the Kobe that I had posted, that I framed up and was sending to Vancouver, right? So it's like,
that's crazy.
so like a girl,
connections, networking, no doubt.
yeah, like she just hit me up. She's like, hey, like I don't know if you remember, we met at the live painting event. I was like, oh yeah, like I did actually remember her. Because you're always just talking to people and whatever at the shows, right? So yeah, and then she hit me up. She's like, yeah, I'll get this if you can ship it, blah blah blah. So it's like, so yeah, the shows, not having the shows has hurt for sure.
And you know what's wild? I never like really even thought of that, because everything's so online, so you just think like it's easy to connect, but obviously person-to-person connection and networking with someone that you would never have met before, or people who just don't even have socials, because we just assume everyone has them. So that's kind of wild. That
and I think art's also, I think art's different in person. That's a big thing. Like when you're looking at a painting, like on a wall, it's a lot different than you were looking on a screen. Like you
for sure, yeah,
it's a run from
big fact, no doubt.
Yeah, because even after I do shows, I always get like an influx of people hitting me up.
That's so dope.
like after I do a show and I post the pictures, are like, oh, like they're not seeing just the Instagram post of it. They're seeing like up on a wall or people moving around it, and they're like, oh, like, you know what I mean? I don't know why, but I've always noticed like a bigger influx of like people hitting me up for stuff after,
for sure,
after shows.
Plus,
So,
people ain't walking around not necessarily with the kind of paper y'all sick artists be charging. And you know what? And every artist price is the price. Let me say that for Keon, because I know Keon's humble. The price is the price, okay? Stop trying to get a deal from my man, all right? If you want a little
just
4x6,
haggling it up, eh?
You know, if you want a 4x6, maybe you could get a little wallet for the prices y'all are asking my man for. But you got to pay the price, because the time and the passion that he puts into it is what costs the money, people. So make sure.
But it's not a crate, like it's a range, right? Like I literally, that's kind of like my thing. I try to be like affordable in a sense where it's like people will go to IKEA and drop $400 or $500 on a picture, some big picture that everybody has and whatever, giraffes, and you know what I mean? Like, you know the one.
Oh, I'm gonna hide my background.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, so I try to keep it affordable. So it's like, you know, a good size picture for $400 to maybe $1,000 for a big picture.
No
right?
doubt.
Like,
per hour, man, per hour. You're putting in work in that.
If I charge
break it down
per
like
hour,
that, yeah.
If I charge per hour, it wouldn't even make sense.
No,
Even what I charge doesn't make sense for per hour, because it's like, like usually a picture will take me like anywhere between 20 and 40 hours. Like with the SketchUp, the drawing, the like day after day, okay, I gotta touch this up, go back, touch this up, do this, do that, right? So like, if I broke that down and said, okay, I'm gonna charge you, if I called you and was like, yo, I need your help, I need you to do this work for me, I'm gonna give you $1,000, it'll take you 40 hours. You'd be like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, exactly. That's what
no
I mean.
doubt, man.
Totally. No, I feel you.
Like, I just go to work for that price.
But that's what I mean, right? And then, but that $1,000, that's not counting the framing and the printing and my time.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, if you have the $1,000 and then you take off, say like the Ronaldo one you're talking about, like that one's big, right? Like you saw the picture of the dude holding it, like it's big, and that was $1,000. No, but like I had to frame that.
Time you put in,
time I put into it. If I broke it down to an hour, like I'm under minimum wage.
100%.
But it's good. It's cool. Like
but you're doing something you enjoy, which is pretty cool.
I was about to just run it back on the back of that, in the sense like the passion is huge in that.
To do that, exactly.
And I'm super like $1,000 is still $1,000. I'm super appreciative that somebody would give me their hard-earned money to buy something for me to put in their home and potentially it be there forever. You know what I mean? Like that's super dope to me.
Well, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Agye. Were you just gonna say?
Nope, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's something that I always appreciate art for, is it gives you that sense of humility, especially for someone like me that like I am so humble when I see people do things that they're so good at that I'm so bad at. Like it's insane. Like you're in that, in that little zone of people that you have a true craft, like the only thing I'm really good at is like Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, like it's just like to have that, like that's really cool, dude. And that's like when I love art, like it's one of my favorite things is like when I was in Europe and stuff. But no, it's
but you were talking before about writing, right? Like that to me is like that's the same thing. Like everybody has these things, right? And it's like,
yeah, I got my big ass mouth
that I get to enjoy all the time. I love it.
But no, it's like all these things come after work and time put in, right? Like I'm a person who like I honestly believe that like anybody can do art, anybody can draw, anybody can.
Nah, dog. No, where are you going with that one?
Listen, okay, so listen to the analogy. So I had this one art teacher. Like I'm pretty much self-taught, but like I've taken like classes or courses online, whatever. And like this one art teacher hit me, and he's like, and it always stuck with me. He's like, nobody expects to be able to pick up a guitar and play it, right? But you think in your head that like, okay, I can, if I went to lessons every day and I put in the time and effort, I could probably learn how to play the guitar, right?
Real talk. When you say it like that, it's
if you
dead
put in
true.
the time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no.
The
It's
more
true.
time you put in, you're gonna be better. There are people that are like a Jimi Hendrix who have a natural knack for it and can learn it quicker, but the ability to like
slowly improve
and get better over hours and hours, that's all drawing is. Literally, that's all it is. It's just time and effort.
And
that's
really, I have to respect your analysis, because the truth be told, like, focus and discipline is the root of everything that you get better, and patience.
Yeah.
Right? Because patience is a big factor. People like get discouraged easier and quit more often than they really can't do it. You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, I wasn't a kid drawing. I didn't draw as a kid. Like, I didn't start drawing until I started drawing when Val was pregnant with Kaya. That's when I started drawing.
Wow.
So my son's 11. He's 11 turning 12. So just before he was born, I just started drawing.
And I remember your first art to now, and I could give you a big cosign that your shit got fire, bro. Straight up and down.
No, and it was whack before, like, but that's the thing, like, it was garbage. And that's okay. Like, it was,
of course,
garbage.
You have to start somewhere.
Started, right? But like, that's why I have this picture. We were cleaning out the basement and I found this like first Jay-Z picture I did, and it's like it's wild. Like, he looks like an alien.
Look like Joe Camel, huh?
Oh, like it's mashed up. But I remember that.
You should sell that.
I was so hyped. Like, I was like, because as you don't know.
I love because you know, in that day you were like, man, what they talking about? I can't go to the art gallery. Like, no, for real. That's so real.
You know, but then you see it and it just comes, and like, so that's why I have this one. I'm gonna do like I want to do another Jay-Z one. Actually, I want to do the exact same one, but do it now, and then have
that would be a sick project.
So it's just something. It's like the Reasonable Doubt cover, like
the head down.
It was with the hat or whatever.
Top hat, head down. Yeah,
but not head down. It's like in the back of the book.
Okay,
You can see his face, but
back when there used to be album books, because we bought CDs. Can you imagine?
I know.
That's not even a thing. Like, the album books were so important when you bought the CD. Who had the dope pictures? And I learned as we got older that, you could find out their real names in the production, in the credits.
Yeah, who produced it? Who produced
this? Yeah, that kind of stuff is crazy.
Right.
And some people had big books. Some even folded out into a poster. You know what I mean? I miss those days, man.
I stole my brother's Eminem CD, the first one, and I was just reading under my covers, just like, oh shit, yes.
All the lyrics,
they
had the lyrics.
Hi, my name is,
had the lyrics in them, right? So you're like, what do you say there? What do you say there? You're trying to follow and see.
Or your wild ass DMX when he was flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and just covered himself.
I don't want to finish the rest.
Red paints, but at the time, how vivid it was. X covered in the blood.
Yo, I got the hot Zoom warning. We got like 9 minutes, just so you know. I have to be the bearer of bad news.
Jones. Okay.
9 minutes? Okay.
So I kind of something
I can do.
Okay, Zoom's in charge. So Keon, let me cut away quick. You talked about being a Laker fan. What are you enjoying the most about the current NBA?
I like the young bloods, you know, like Ja.
Me and you always have the same picks, dog.
Ball is my guy.
LaMelo,
okay. Yeah, he's dirty.
He's filthy.
Yeah, just, you know, there's things I like about it and don't like.
Did you guys enjoy that really good dunk competition? That was nice.
The dunk competition.
That was really good.
It's the worst dunk competition of all time. It's actually stressful.
That's pretty good.
I was like, even Kaya's like, what? He's like, this isn't it, Dad. I'm like, I know, God.
No doubt, man.
I was pumped for Cat though. Knocking down the 3-point
for the
comp.
3-point comp.
Yeah, the 3-point competition was actually the skills competition. What they did with the skills competition this year was dope.
Yeah, I liked it too. That was fun.
Really like it. Made it to where like all the other
Actually,
skills
watch it.
like okay, you know what I mean? Let's get this over. But this one was like okay, like it was good. I like how they changed it up.
I saw Steve Nash throw enough chest passes through the Sprite circle for 15 years. You know, it was nice to have something different.
I know. Those are some big circles this year, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I know. That wasn't competitive at all. Yo, and on the back of the ball tip, Kobe being your dude.
Yeah.
What do you feel about LeBron running the Lake Show these days?
You know,
question.
My man looked down.
I feel bad.
No, you know what? I was talking to my other boy about this. Is like he did exactly what I thought he would do to the Lakers, which is like I've never been a big LeBron fan, but like, you know, he brought us a chip with an asterisk. I'll always have that, you know, that chip's always gonna have an asterisk on it. Like no matter what. The bubble chip, right? But I mean, I still think, yeah, it's just to me, you know, I'm just old school. You know what I mean? I want people to fight. I want people to want to win.
Giannis did.
Giannis tries hard all the time. That whole like walking back shit that he does, like I don't even care if you guys lose, but that walking back shit. I can't even handle it. Like,
yo, how are you gonna be a GOAT and you can't hit 2 free throws to tie the game?
Well,
come on, man. Come on, Bron.
Come
on, Bron.
But like I said, I knew what he was good. They basically gave away all of their young talent in order to appease Bron to try to get him another chip in LA. And then like look at the players that have left the Lakers in the last 5 years.
It's crazy.
And what they're doing on other teams right now.
It's crazy.
Like, it's ridiculous.
It's so crazy. When you really weigh up that it's
Alex
Westbrook,
Caruso,
LeBron, and AD for essentially Lonzo, Caruso, D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, Josh Hart.
Who can say God no?
Shots fired at Kuz.
He's doing well.
Josh Hart, Julius Randle.
Yeah,
you know, they didn't re-sign Julius because LeBron was coming. So these are all like dominoes plus all those picks.
Yeah, Cleveland. You don't have to worry about him. He's going back to Cleveland. Yeah, that's what he said. He's going to go play.
He's going to follow his son.
Yeah, which I have no issue.
And they're going to trade up to go to Cleveland. That sucks for no one's talking about this. You know how much sucks for Bronny? You want your dad hanging out with you the whole time when you're coming into the league? Like, I'd be like, get out of here, Dad. Just leave me alone.
No, because you know what? Because the only thing
his dad's a bit different in the history of the game.
But
I know, but don't you think you'd want to do your own thing? As if
bro, don't you think it would be a legendary moment to be like, since my dad is one of the greatest players of all time, he spent a season playing together. And plus what they talk about in their house and we have no clue about. How about this is like what we've been dreaming of since we were kids.
I think it helps his stock, right? Because going,
of course it does.
And that's why I think he's putting it out now that anywhere his son goes, he's gonna go finish his year there, right? Because you know, if he's already saying, listen, wherever he goes, I'm gonna go have my farewell tour.
It's cash, baby.
I know, but I'm saying from his son's point, do you know how much that's going to suck when like Bron's not in the room and all his other 5 teammates are making fun of him? They're like, yo, is daddy going to wipe your ass too? Like, I just feel like if a guy's coming in the league, like that to get out of that shadow is going to be hard enough as it is. That's like the thing. It's not like Ken Griffey and his dad. It was different then. You know, like Ken Griffey
we'll see what he does though, right?
He's coming in like LeBron.
It's also different in the sense that his son, since he's like in grade 8 and didn't even enter high school, this is kind of a known fact. Like people reading between the tea leaves, it's not a secret. And that's what I always say. Like when you hear things like that, what's the odds that this isn't something me and my dad have had strong conversation about for years?
But there's also a reason Gretzky got his kid to play baseball and not play hockey, because he knew the shadow would be so overwhelming.
And his kid might have been trash at hockey and didn't have love to want to play with his dad or even be an NHL player.
Fair enough. I just think that they're those.
And then they had the conversation.
It's like Jordan's son, you know?
Speculation is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just that's
No, I hear you. I hear you though. Like
I see your perspective, but I always just look at it like things are happening because the people involved have discussed it. I don't think LeBron's like, hey,
I know, but
I'm gonna
Agye, are
play
you
on
able to
purpose,
tell your dad
follow
that's
you
the best
around.
player in the world that you don't want him to come play with him so he can play in the league by yourself? Like, do you have the balls to say that? That's something that I think that's a hard conversation.
But that's what I mean when you say different time. Their life is on the net. Like part of Bronny being like that is my dad can set up ESPN to play my team's games. My dad can set up to play in Staples Center. There's kind of some sick, insane.
What if he doesn't
perks
want
too.
that? That's what
Well,
I'm
then
saying.
how's he going to play it in the NBA if he doesn't want to have the
he's
biggest
gonna be in that
advantage?
shadow no matter what.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Like you
Whether
have
his
to just
dad-
tackle it
whether-
if you're going to play in the league. Might as
For
well.
me,
tackle it.
whether his dad gets him in or not, he's gonna live in that shadow no matter what.
That's true. I know.
Plus,
Yeah,
I just think
guess
it's a
there's-
special
especially
thing.
if they're playing the same sport. So
Yeah,
Because like
But
as a
same league.
dad, Keon,
Yeah,
what
that's
did you
true.
say? What did you say as a dad? That would be epic. Because I know
Oh,
for me,
yeah, that'd be-
that's why I look at it from my dad
I think you
perspective.
guys have both had
That would
kids.
be epic.
yeah,
But maybe some kids aren't into it. Dads read that.
that's
Braun
true.
already said he regrets calling him Braun Jr. because of that. So it's
Yeah.
not like he's not aware. I just think that that's different because it's actually playing the game. They
Yeah.
both love it.
True.
My son made it to the league. which is a fluke
One
in
minute. Sorry,
general.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news again.
True,
but
true.
Go
We're
1
going-
minute. Like it literally is doing a countdown on my screen.
Jones,
Okay.
can we do a part 2 and just continue or add on another?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
maybe we're
Are
gonna
you
do
down
that.
or
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Join
I'm
you
good.
down?
Oh yeah, I'm stunned that it was that quick.
Yeah, that was bad.
45 minutes, bro? Okay, here I'm gonna end this and I'll send you another email.
Word up, yo, Red Dot Headshot part 2's coming up.